Welcome back to the Midnight Who Show, and the Ninth Doctor audios continue with Hidden Depths. The three stories in this box set are The Seas of Titan by Elizabeth Miles, Lay Down Your Arms by Lisa McMullen, Flat Pack by John Dorney. The first story is an enjoyable listen featuring the return of the Sea Devils. I really liked how the story was set not on Earth this time, but instead on Saturn, as it showed a group of Sea Devils leaving Earth and forming a colony there. I like it, it's different, and it sets it apart from the other stories that we've had featuring these monsters, even if there's those similar conflicts present with the humans. I honestly think the only problem I have with the story is that I just wish it was longer. It really felt really rushed by the end, and I think if it had a little bit of a second part, it could have really helped the story, but it has a great concept, but I think it just needed a little bit more to really just make it a phenomenal story. The second story was just okay. I did enjoy it a lot better when I listened to it for a second time. It definitely had a really interesting concept, and I think the Doctor being undercover to kind of find who that alien was and what's happening there at the Bad Homburg Spa was a great thing. I really liked his Herr Schmidt personality. That was hilarious. And I think the story was really elevated by the guest cast. Their interaction with the Doctor was phenomenal. And I think I really like the ending to this story. I kind of like it when the Doctor, he kind of revisits, one of the characters from the story and kind of sees a few bits of their life after it. I think that's really cool, and it definitely was kind of cool. The third story was the best of the entire box set. The concept of a living retail store in time, trapping the shoppers, was a fantastic concept. Now, this Flat Pack is parodying IKEA. It's an endless maze of products, and you pretty much can't leave until you become a worker, and then you're gone forever. It's a very cool concept. The story also featured the return of Liv and Tanya after their adventures with the 8th Doctor, and they had a great interaction with the 9th Doctor. It's kind of interesting to see Liv. She's seen other Doctors, but she doesn't think about, she just lost her Doctor. And I really liked that, and she was the standout of the story, and I really liked how she's kind of emphasizing to the Doctor, you kind of need a companion sometimes. And they're kind of exploring that a lot, I've noticed in these 9th Doctor, stories, how he's just there to help and leave. And he's kind of inching, I feel, closer and closer to kind of willing to accept a new traveling companion, and that's kind of a really cool aspect of the story. I will say that I was able to figure out part of the twist pretty easily with this when it came to who the workers were. It was obvious. And it probably helped because you can understand what the voice sounds like, so kind of gave it away. And I really thought it was hilarious how, Tanya and the Doctor, they drank the beverages, and that just made them willing just to want to be with Flat Pack forever and just keep shopping. John Dorney did another fantastic story. So the third volume of the second batch of 9th Doctor audios from Big Finish is not one of my favorites. I still think the stories in this were pretty solid. They definitely had some really interesting concept in them, but they were just not some ones that I would probably want to listen to again. But that third story is definitely the highlight of this entire box set. But if you've listened to the third volume of the 9th Doctor audios, let me know your thoughts on them in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, everyone.